Welcome back to another episode of the Bethesda Brothers Podcast. I am the KingFanMan, joined as always with my partner in crime, Joey Caps Gaming, or as I call him, Brother Joe. How you doing, Brother Joe?
Want me to be honest with you or lie?
I want you to lie to me first, then be honest.
I'm not gonna lie.
Don't lie.
I can't lie. I tried to find it. I tried to find it within myself, King, but I couldn't.
You could do it.
I couldn't. I'm wonderful, King. Absolutely wonderful. How are you on this
Glorious
sunny
day?
Wherever you are.
I am great. I am absolutely great because we're going to talk about some absolutely great stuff today. If you are in the world of Bethesda, you're absolutely great.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to talk about. I mean, the things that are going on currently are amazing. And then the things that we have to look forward to, really, unless we had single-person games coming out like in mere months, I don't think you could get any better than we have it going right now.
Yeah, true. I agree. King, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. The Xbox is having a showcase in June. Mm-hmm. They're doing something in June. Mm-hmm. They come out with the TV show in April. Mm-hmm. Gives people time to watch the show. Mm-hmm. What if they're revealing something in June?
Oh man,
Fallout related.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they will.
Well,
we're just putting on our little speculation hats. So we're asking that question. I think it's a fair question to ask.
We are going to talk about a few things. And when I say a few things, there's a few things that they may be entertaining. And there is one specific thing that I really think Todd is probably greenlit that me and you were talking about before the show. We can start there if you want to. I don't want to hide it in the middle of the show, but I don't know how to do it without giving spoilers to the TV show, but I'm going to try to talk around the TV show a little bit, okay? The TV show, first of all, did you see it? Did you see it all?
From beginning to end.
Did you like it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So listen, in the beginning, it's cooking. Mm-hmm. It's cooking, right? It's cooking. And then they're like, here's this delicious. Think about your favorite food, whatever your favorite food is. Think about that food. That's what Bethesda cooked up for you. That's what Todd Howard. That's what Mr. Nolan cooked up for you. I think the show was a masterpiece.
I do too.
An absolute masterpiece. I think making callbacks to the original games, that was fantastic. Loved it. Making a callback to I don't even know if you would call it a callback, but
all the games.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, but specifically locations and from the first two games, and then the fan favorite New Vegas at the very end there. Sorry for the spoiler. If you haven't watched it, go watch. But it was awesome. It was just awesome. The whole dang thing. It brought cryogenic sleep into it from Fallout 4. Like, that was cool. Spoilers, sorry. And they just did such a wonderful job.
I said we weren't going to spoil it. Never mind.
Maybe if you bleep it out. Bleep, 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 bleep. Throw a little bleep.
They'll think we're cursing. Hey.
Yeah, I know.
Since you already said that about the end, that's where I want to go. Because we absolutely know, and I have been saying for a long, long time, I've been saying it on KingCast, we've been talking about it here on this podcast, that behind the scenes, other studios have been talking about a spin-off Fallout. That, in fact, there has been another studio head that said everything had been talked about to the point that the contract was almost done. It just wasn't signed. That's basically how he said it was. It was done on paper. It just wasn't signed yet. So I mean, they've been talking about this majorly. So with all that said, do you think Todd has greenlit its go now for a Fallout spinoff? We're not talking about Fallout 5. We're talking about a
New Vegas
New
2.
Vegas 2. I mean, come on,
So-
they're on the West Coast. They are in that area. As you said, you know how it ends. We see a little bit of New Vegas at the end of the show. I mean, the show has already been greenlit for season 2. They've already gotten word that they are going to have season 2. It's going to be about New Vegas in season 2, at least some. Wouldn't it be great if they're already working on a New Vegas 2? And yes, that might be revealed very, very soon. I think it's been in the works for quite a while, and we just haven't heard about it yet.
Or for the record, I would love that. That would be great. I would welcome that. I would love that.
Come on, Joe, just say it. It's there. It's coming.
It would make them a lot of money.
Just give in. It's
It
there.
would make a lot of money. But however, we can't ignore the fact that maybe, just maybe, there's a reason why they picked the TV show to be on the West Coast instead of the East Coast. There might be a reason for that. And the reason being, that's where they want to tell the story in the TV show. They want it to be on the West Coast. That's what they want. They want to save the East. Now, I could be wrong. They want to save the East Coast for the games, for the BGS games. But the West Coast, that's the TV show. That's going to make that TV show go 10 seasons long. Maybe. I'm just throwing a number out there. But that's what I'm thinking. Or maybe they can make a prequel to the TV show on the West Coast, like a New Vegas 2. That would be cool. I could see them doing something like that. But honestly, what I really do think, I think anything that we learn about New Vegas in the next season, it's going to be through this show and not through a video game. And then the East Coast is going to be Fallout 5, or, I could be totally wrong, though. And King, you make a lot of great and valid points. It does make sense to make a New Vegas 2.
Let me give you another thing to think about. Maybe this will sway you just a little bit more. Todd Howard is reaching his retirement age. I'm not putting him there yet, but he's getting there.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Especially the way Bethesda does games. How many more in their progression is he going to get to? We're going to hit Elder Scrolls now. Then comes, you do the games. How many more games is he going to get to that way?
Fallout 5 is going to be his last game.
Okay.
That's going to be his last one.
Okay, but think about this. He has been going into other games and other projects a lot. He's doing the Indiana Jones. He's doing the TV show. He's been doing a lot of other projects. In fact, we looked at nine other things that he has his fingers in right now. You remember that show that we did?
Yeah.
Could it be possible? Could it be possible that he actually greenlit another studio to help another Bethesda studio? So Bethesda and another studio doing it together with him overseeing it. That's the point. Him overseeing it, doing a Fallout in the West Coast as well. So you've got Elder Scrolls and a Fallout on the West Coast going on at the same time, while Fallout 5 is in pre-production on the East Coast. So he gets 2 Fallouts before he retires.
If you're Todd Howard, and if you're working on a West Coast, let's just call it New Vegas 2, and your name is attached to that in some way, that game better be superior to New Vegas. Because if it's not, it's gonna work against him.
But I think he
And
wants it, Joe, because of New
but
Vegas.
it better, if that's true, if that's a thing, it better be good.
I agree. I agree
He's kind of putting his
100%.
name on he's putting his name on the line by doing that.
But don't
If
you
it's not on the line already.
don't you think his competitiveness with New Vegas? I mean, Bethesda has a competitiveness with Obsidian.
I mean,
come on, they do.
Yeah. So, spoiler. This is gonna be a spoiler, so please skip this part. But
Beep.
if you think about it, King, look at the TV show in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the NCR?
Mm-hmm.
Freaking finished. What happened to Shady Sands? Gone. Now it's being taken over by the Brotherhood of Steel, a faction that, yes, it was in the earlier Fallout games, but it's a faction that, you know, Todd Howard kind of worked on too in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, even in 76, if you want to throw that out there. So it's so with that being said, it's like Shady Sands, okay, that's gone. So if you're an older Fallout fan and you want to see, oh my gosh, I wonder how Shady Sands is doing, they put a match to that thing and burned it. It's gone. It's dead. Look at New Vegas in that final shot. Doesn't look very good to me. So was Todd Howard just saying, hey, NCR, done. New Vegas, in shambles. Shady Sands, it was done. Now there's power. Let's have the Brotherhood of Steel, a faction that Mr. Howard is so familiar with, take it over. So I'm thinking with Todd Howard, he's kind of saying...
But he also had Vault Tech blow it up first. Did you notice that?
Yeah. You know, so it's... But he you know, it's him doing the show. Like, he's the head of the show.
It is.
So it's, you know, it's like it's him.
It's kind of you're saying it's kind of a shot at New Vegas. Yeah.
It's a shot at Obsidian that Obsidian made the best Fallout game ever.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. He could give the ultimate shot by heading the next one, even trying to give some peace too by getting some of those guys to work on it, because I think some of those guys will work on it. Not all of them, okay? Not the heads, but some of them. Some of them, which will be with him leading it, okay? Man, gosh.
I know, King. I would love it too. I would love it. I can't listen. I'm not trying to make it sound like I wouldn't love it. I would. I'm just trying to.
And what a way to go out!
The other side.
What a way to go out, Joe. And plus, I mean, if ever a game could beat New Vegas, you've got the TV show backing it. You've got the show that's going to have something to do, obviously, with New Vegas. You've got by the way, it's the #1 TV show on streaming. I think it said. I know it's #1 on Prime, but it's a very popular show. Fallout's always popular anyway, but this has made it super popular right now, and it's going to continue to be popular. Can you imagine how popular if a game comes out that is paired right with the TV show almost same time? Wow.
I'm going to go as far as to say this, King. This is kind of in a different direction. Not really, because it's still Fallout. I've seen takes on Twitter say, oh my gosh, we're probably 10 years away from Fallout 5. I think that couldn't be further from the truth. You have to look at when these games come out. Starfield is an exception, because Starfield, they could have released that in 2022, but they chose not to. They wanted to work on it further and modify things and do all that stuff. That's why they waited almost another year. Did they need it? Possibly, but that's a brand new IP. They kind of had to handle it that way. Elder Scrolls, in my opinion, they did not, and I don't care what anybody has to say, they did not start working on Elder Scrolls 6 in September of 2023.
Correct.
They did not start then. They started years ago. So Elder Scrolls 6, I think, is going to come out a lot sooner than we all expect it. I think we could look at 2026. That's what I think. And then 3 to 4 years after that is Fallout 5. So what, 2 more years? And then so maybe 5-6 years, Fallout 5. I think that's more plausible. Maybe even earlier, because King, like you said too, maybe that's where that spinoff comes in, right? Maybe that's where that New Vegas, maybe that's where it comes in, where, hey, where this show is so successful, there's almost 40,000 people playing 76 at one time. There's 70,000 people playing Fallout 4 at one time. There's 10 to 15,000 people playing Fallout New Vegas, a 14-year-old game at one time. So what do you do if you're if you're a smart business person? What do you do? You
cannot let Fallout lay.
You go and you make money off of it. And you go and you make money off of it by either remastering something like a Fallout 3. Listen, I was trying to make Fallout 3 work on my PC earlier. You have to download like 3 different mods in order to do that. That's sad. So give us something Fallout 3 related that we can all just enjoy and we could play now seamlessly.
Well, and
do some New Vegas, something, a new whatever. But they need to capitalize on the hype of the show now because they can make a ton of money.
Well, Joe, there's another point about Todd Howard. Some of our viewers may say, well, Todd has said they're not going to do a spinoff, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but Todd also said they're not doing a remaster, and we absolutely know because of a court case. This is not a leak. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We know because of a court case that Fallout 3 and Oblivion both. There's 2 remasters that are on the way. Oblivion should be coming very soon, this summer or this fall, and Fallout 3, I believe, it's according to how big these remasters or remakes are. I don't think they're going to be that much. They're doing the Real Engine 5 graphics with the Creation Engine. They're doing the hybrid thing. Okay. So it's more of a remaster graphics wise, but the hardest thing is just getting the engines to mesh, from what I understand. So, again, I'm expecting the Oblivion remaster to come this fall. But my point is, Todd Howard had said no to all of that. But guess what? They're coming. They're coming. Those no's don't matter anymore once Xbox took over.
The no's never mattered. I'm going to tell you why. 2015, January or December 2014, what leaked? Fallout 4 scripts leaked. You literally saw Nate, the protagonist, the male protagonist of Fallout 4. You saw him in the script. Pete Hines spoke on that and said, unless it comes for us, don't believe it. Don't believe it. So it's like, okay, Pete, so there's a no that Fallout 4 doesn't exist and it's not a thing.
And
what happened 6 or 7 months later? I believe it was June 3rd. We got the 2015. We got the trailer. We got the trailer for Fallout 4. Yeah. So whatever they say, they want to surprise you. So of course they're going to say no. Of course they're going to say no. Everybody, take your head out of your rear. They're going to say no. Of course they are, because they want to surprise you. That's what they want to do, to surprise you. So King, I wouldn't be shocked if this was the case. We get the Fallout 3 remaster before Oblivion, and then when you're closer to Elder Scrolls 6, that's when the Oblivion remaster comes out. I think that would be a lot smarter, so if they did it that way. So Fallout 3 this year, if the games are done, because I don't know that, Fallout 3 this year to capitalize on the TV show. Right? So we didn't hear a peep about Fallout 4 until June 2015. It came out in November. Same with 76. We didn't hear a peep about it until June or May. It came out in November. It could be the same thing. That's what I think. Maybe I'm nuts. It could be the same thing. And then Oblivion will come out. Because to me, it doesn't make much sense to come out with Oblivion before 3. It doesn't. Because of the show and Elder Scrolls 6, it would be a smarter business move. 3, then Oblivion, then Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
I've been talking a lot on the show, King.
No, you go ahead. It's strange. Let's kind of end the show with this. We're talking about how great it is to be a Bethesda fan. We haven't even talked about Starfield. Nothing has come out with Starfield yet. No DLC, nothing. And
isn't it coming out at the end of this year, the DLC?
Isn't that strange? But there's more than one. We've got other small ones that are supposed to be coming out as well. Very, very strange. There's a big update coming out this summer for Fallout 76. We have no idea what's coming out this fall and winter for Fallout 76. No. I mean, it's an amazing time to be a Bethesda fan.
It's an amazing time to be. Listen, I'm not Starfield. My heart breaks for that game.
Yeah.
Because Fallout just completely took over.
Yep.
It did. It took over. And that they had no choice.
Yep.
There's a reason why Starfield was supposed to come out in 2022 and not in 23. There was a reason for that.
Absolutely.
To give it time. Now
it's Fallout's time.
It didn't have as much time.
Yep.
It hasn't even been around for a year.
I know it.
That's the thing with Starfield. I feel bad for it. But
I know it. But you're right. It's Fallout's time, and you look at the workers. Well, me and you had a whole podcast on this. It's sad that almost 60% of the workforce is working on the Elder Scrolls with all of the studios. So you have a very small part of the workforce working on Starfield as it is. And now I guarantee you they're working on Fallout stuff. I bet you there has been a call go out from Xbox and everybody. Fallout!
They're going to want to make their money.
If it was not called out before, if they didn't see, but Joe, we've been yelling this. We have been yelling this before the Dadgup show came out. Can they not see it coming? I think they did see it coming. That's why this show is here. That surely they saw it coming, and we've got a Fallout spinoff that's almost done that will be done next year when season 2 comes out. That's what I'm yelling about. Yes, they saw it coming. Surely they're as smart as me and you, Joe.
Yeah. The thing is too, there is the Fallout 4 update that's coming out. That's a thing too. And but it's free for most people if you own the game.
It is.
So they're not going to make much money off of that.
You know what irks me?
Tell me.
The Fallout 4 Next Gen update comes out 2 days after Fallout London drops.
Fallout London's not dropping.
Well, I know now.
Yeah.
Why is it not? Duh.
Yeah.
Because they're reeling now because of the announcement of the Next Gen update.
Yeah, because it's going to break mods.
Yeah.
It's going to destroy mods. But the thing is, I don't know. I'm going to talk about that on my channel.
We were so excited for Fallout London, but what did they do with this Next Gen update? They just blew it out of the water. Anyway. Yeah. But, hey, this is an excited podcast.
I know.
Because of what Bethesda has surely seen. This is a yell going out over the airwaves. Hello, McFly. Bethesda, if you haven't seen it yet, I mean, you're not going to see it. We've been telling you. Me and Joe have been yelling it from the rooftops.
For years.
For years. Yes, but we definitely have for, since the announcement of the TV show, we've been yelling it. That.
King, 4 years.
I know. Well, we've been yelling the Fallout 3 and all that remaster.
For 6.
But the spinoffs, we've been yelling it hard since
I met you.
Yep. Oh well. Well, Joseph. Go ahead.
We've known each other for 6 years now. Can you believe that?
I can't.
That's crazy. 6 years. Wow. But King, this was a blast as always.
Yes.
I'm uploading on my channel again, getting that going. Check that out if you can. Joey
and it's
Cap
rocking,
Gaming.
as I'm hearing.
It's doing. The last 2 uploads were good, very good. I'm hoping it can keep up. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you so much, King. I appreciate coming on, and I love talking Bethesda with you. And it's awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you for doing this. You know what I got going on in my life, so you make it easy to upload. And thank you for doing this for me. And thank you guys for watching. If y'all are still watching now at this point, you are a dedicated follower. So y'all go check out. I have a Patreon. He has a Patreon. Please go check those out if you'd like, because we need help. And
we gotta pay the bills.
Yeah. Or you can join my channel. Either way, if you'd like to help in any way, we would appreciate it. I am the KingFanMan. He is the Joey Caps, and we will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.